Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 12 of Civilization 5 as France on Emperor difficulty. We are slowly building up in tech and forces because we want to get enough of an army to go and deal some damage to Ethiopia. After we've done that, we're really going to have to try and take a chunk out of Hiawatha as well, but I don't really think there's any point in doing that until he's discovered gunpowder because the penalty from that Great Wall is just going to be a colossal pain and I'd rather it went away. We've got 3 musketeers up over here now. We're going to be using those to try and get the achievement. We're going to use this barbarian to do it as well. Annoyingly, they do have some crossbowmen over here that are dealing me a fair bit of damage, but that's not too important. We're not even going to try and kill them off. What we are going to do is concentrate all of our efforts on the actual camp itself. I don't mind if we end up losing 1 or 2 of the musketeers in the process. Well, we're only going to lose 1 if we lose any, and this should now get us the achievement because we'll be using a musketeer to kill a unit while we have while it's flanked by 2 other musketeers. And there we go, 3 musketeers. I assume the achievement's going to show up on the video, but we now have the 3 musketeers achievement, and we've cleared a camp, and we should be able to deal with those guys on the next turn. All very good. Let's get the guys that are running away because they're probably heading towards a city. And we've actually killed them all in a single shot. That was very, very nice. And there's not an awful lot else that you guys can do. I could go ahead and build a road. I don't necessarily know that I need to do that. Does Kaisel have any quests? They want a road constructed between our capitals. Now, we could do this by building 2 road segments, which would connect the road up here, and that would also make it a little easier moving our units towards Harare. And when we get a harbour here, then that would count as a connection to the capital. So I think we'll do that. So let's move you over here, and we'll build those 2 road sections. And go on to the next turn. Because obviously I don't want to be fighting city-states as well if I can help it. Like I said, I've never really used the Info Addicts mod or the enhanced UI mods, but I'm starting to feel, while playing on higher difficulty levels, that they're much more important. All of the information is there, but it is much more accessible when you're using those mods. So you can start to build the road. You can start to build the harbour. It's actually going to take us quite a long time to build the harbour, but it's also very expensive to buy as well. So we'll just start working on it. We finished the Opera House down here. We could go ahead and get the zoo, because we're not quite ready to start work on Oxford University yet. You can get a promotion. We are going to give you... Well, we'll mainly be fighting up here, I suppose. So we'll probably give you... Oh, we'll just give you shock, not drill. Oh, misclick, never mind. We're going to move you out of the way so you don't get killed by these guys, and we're going to attack you with the remaining ones. Doesn't matter which way round we try and go here, it's going to take 2 turns, but we should be able to finish that unit off. Build a mine here. You guys are going to attempt to finish these guys off. Will take us 2 turns to clear it because, of course, we'll have to cross the river. And we have a great writer, but we don't have any slots for great work, so you're going to have to sleep as well. Great musician, we can pop you. Let's go ahead and do that. We are trying to go for a tourism victory. As soon as we get more slots in Paris, we'll start making sure we move all of these things into the capital. Although we should have a slot in... should have the Opera House in Paris now anyway. But we do need somewhere for that great work of writing. Definitely not going to waste writers in writing political treatises because we're getting so much culture anyway from having all of the chateaus around. So we'll take a little bit of damage there from those crossbows, but that's not a problem at all. Finish them off quite easily there. At least we should do. Yep, that's fine. Brilliant. Which was it? Was this the unit that got promoted? I assume it probably was, but I can't. I've already moved now. You guys can just heal up. You guys can also heal up. Unit needing orders. That is the cargo ship. You might as well continue to Kyoto because it looks like that's giving us some good trade. Now, even though Japan's constantly stealing from me, I don't really want to go to war with him because at the moment he's a very reliable trading partner. We will keep trading with the Iroquois for now, just because if he thinks we're friendly, it might stop him from attacking me. But I really would like to try and take Ethiopia out first, and that would put me in a much more comfortable position. And like I said, I also want to wait until he's got dynamite, and then it'll negate the bonuses he's getting from the Great Wall. Or at least, shall we say, it'll negate the penalty that the Great Wall is going to give me if I try and attack him. Apparently I'm buying coca from him, which seems fair enough. He's actually got quite a few resources there that I could potentially buy from him if I needed the happiness. I'm making a decent amount of money. Well, looks like Kaisel has actually finished that quest. Was that all of the quests? No, they still want the road. Also want jewelry connected to the network. Now, they are allied with Ethiopia, and we really don't want them to be allied with Ethiopia, if at all possible. We can adopt a new policy. Let's go for... do we want to put anything else in aesthetics, possibly? 50% of excess happiness added each turn. The amount of culture may be spent on social policies. Well, we don't have an awful lot of excess happiness yet. Getting the cultural centres might be nice, but also the great scientists being earned faster. Science is always very, very important. You get a promotion. Let's actually give you shock, which is what I intended to do with the other unit. Clear that camp. That's another one done. I might have to save up a lot of money because I feel that I'll probably have to bribe quite a few of the... Do we want to continue sending production to Leon? Let's just send some more trade routes down to Hiawatha, because I think Leon's not too bad for production at the moment, and it has most of the useful buildings that it's going to get. Yeah, I want to save up some money because I feel that I might have to bribe some of the city-states that are around. This is one of the reasons why I was considering using the enhanced UI mod, because you can see just by looking at city-states who they're allied with, as opposed to having to click on them. Now, if we were, for example, to declare war on him, Kaisel and Florence are the two cities that he is allied with. Kaisel being down here, which is a potential problem. Florence is... Where is Florence? Is it one that we've found? Must be, or we wouldn't be able to see it. Laventa. That is very strange. Why can't I find you? Diplomacy. Yep, can't even see them on the list. So wherever they are, I haven't found them yet. They must be in the fog of war. They're probably up here somewhere, which would make a lot of sense. What have we finished? Leon has finished the bank. We would like to guessing an amphitheatre up here wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's just have a look at the tech. We are 1 turn away from completing economics and then 8 turns away from completing architecture. We don't want to build the Oxford University until we've got less turns left on architecture than it'll take to build the university. You guys are going to move up here. It will take you a little while to get there, but we'll get there all the same. What about the worker? What are we going to do with you? I guess we could go ahead and get another farm up here. It might be worth building... right, Kaisel, who... Yeah. We don't really want you to be allied with Kaisel. I'd prefer to be allied with them myself. Now, I'm thinking about building a road to connect, just so I can move units more quickly. But that would be an awfully long road, so I don't actually think I'm going to do it. You finished that chateau there. We can build another chateau down here, so let's go ahead and do that. Build it on the desert tile. Make it a useful tile. You guys can come back up to the garrison there. We've finished that section of road. Let's go ahead and build a section of road here. Now, this won't count until that harbour is finished. And harbours are quite expensive to buy, as I seem to remember. No, 580. That's actually cheaper than I thought. In that case, let's just go ahead and buy the harbour. Choose production. We want to build a... I mean, the lighthouse could be useful, but we don't really have many sea resources here. In fact, we've only got 1 source of fish. Building a workshop would be better for us, I think. Let's go ahead and get the workshop here first. We probably should get an armory as well. I do want to get artillery before I attack Ethiopia, so that's not too bad. It doesn't really matter that we're getting ready for war, but it's going to take us a long time to prepare. If I try and attack him now, he's going to beat me quite easily. And if we can get some frigates, it would be nice also. Just do an extra little bit of damage. We've got economics, 8 turns for architecture. Orleans has finished its bank. What do we want down here at Orleans? Not an awful lot of useful stuff that we could get. Anything else that we do build will take us a long time to get up there. Let's go ahead and build another cargo ship, because we can have 6 now. Also, let's just have a quick look and see where our great works are. Let's put you in Paris, because that makes more sense. I don't think it gives us any more at the moment, but it will do later on. Culture-wise, it probably gives us more. We get 2 culture for it being here, but we get 3 culture for it being here because of multiplication bonuses, so that is quite nice. You guys, I'd sent you up here to do something specific. Was it build another farm? It was probably build another farm, wasn't it? Yeah, build a farm anyway. And on to the next turn. Hopefully some of these research agreements will finish soon. Now, I think the porcelain tower may have already gone, but I'm not entirely certain at this point. Paris is 1 turn away from finishing the zoo, so that's going to help with our happiness issues a little. That puts us up to +8. Now, how long would it take us to build the university? 6. So we want something that's going to take a couple of turns. Let's go ahead and build a mint. Assign delegates. We can either ban luxury crab or we can repeal the embargo on city-states. Now, this is actually something that I was trying to repeal. Do I have crab? That sounds really weird now I've said it out loud. Am I trading in crab? No, I'm not. Well, I don't get happiness from it anyway. Resource list. No, I don't have crab, so I'm not that bothered whether or not that gets banned or not. So let's vote to repeal the embargo on the city-states if we can. Now, what were the missions that Kaiser actually had? Connect that road up, which we're going to try and do, and they also want jewellery connected to the trade network. Now, who would have jewellery would be a mercantile city-state. Are there any mercantile city-states nearby that I could potentially trade with? This is a mercantile city-state, and you have jewellery, but we're only friendly. You don't have any allies, so let's just go ahead and give you some gold. And that's now made them my ally, so that should instantly give me jewellery. We have a caravan here. You were going to Paris with production. I guess you can carry on going to Paris with production, although we could go to Onondaga and make a fairly decent amount of gold there. Does Paris still need the production is the question. I don't really think it does. So what is the highest land trade route that we could get that we're currently not using? The only reason I always click on the wrong one there is because the icon's the same for both of them. Caravan. Troyes to Addis Ababa, which we're not going to do. Orleans to Onondaga is the next one. So, yeah, let us go to Onondaga and get some extra gold. We are building a lot of the economy buildings, of course, because we do want to try and have a lot of money. It's useful for many things, including buying buildings and buying units. Already got musketmen down in the Iroquois territory. We don't need open borders with you. We'll be getting it soon enough, but not in the way you think. So yeah, he has musketmen. He's probably quite ahead of us on the science curve. Jewelry connected for Cahokia. Jewelry connected for Kaisel. Horses connected for Samarkand. Lots of stuff going on there. Science tree, first of all. Musketmen, whereabouts are they? Or is it just gunpowder? Because it replaces... our musketeers are a replacement for the musketmen, isn't it? So yeah, we have already got that. It's riflemen that we want to worry about. So that's fine. 5 turns left on architecture. We'll wait for that mint to finish. Choose production at Lyon. We want to build an opera house. Why not? Choose production at Orleans. We will build here a... Most of the stuff we could build here is fairly pointless. Let's try and get a couple of cannons out, and then we'll upgrade them to artillery. It's going to be slightly quicker that way. My repeal failed. The crabs went through, which is really, really annoying. I still want to repeal that embargo if we can. Do you want cultural heritage sites? Each world wonder. Well, Ethiopia and the Iroquois have a lot of world wonders, so they're going to be really happy about that. We probably will get that at some point, but I don't want it to go through just yet because it'll give them a bit of extra help that we don't want them to have. Let us keep trying to repeal that city-state embargo. Not that we'll get anywhere with it, but we might have a few more city-states on our side next time. Kaisel, we've actually got friendly with you now, although obviously we still have this problem with the that you're allied with Ethiopia. That said, we are still about to connect up this road, and in fact, have you just finished the road? I think we've just finished the road, so that should actually count now, because we should have both of the harbours. Worker, you've done that mine. Let's go up here and build a trading post. I think that was the other plan. And, yep, you have finished that road. You've just finished it, so there's nothing to worry about there. Is there anything else that I want you to build? I guess what we could do, because this is a pretty crappy tile, is we go here and construct a fort. And that could be quite useful if we do get attacked by Ethiopia. Cargo ship, you are going to go here, because why not? Let's keep them happy for now. Can't go to war with them yet. You guys are supposed to be heading back there. You are going to head up here, and I appreciate it's going to take all you guys a while to get there because you've got some really crappy terrain to work your way through. We will shortcut through Kaisel because obviously they are friendly with us now. Crossbows, just stay on alert. And we'll see how many cannons and or artillery it's going to take to be able to take Ethiopia down. He wants a declaration of friendship. I'm going to say no. I'm still determined to attack him, although it'll probably take me more than the 30 turns. Troy still doesn't have a city connection at the moment. Why is that? I'm sure Orleans has a harbour. Orleans, do you have a harbour? Specialist buildings. Yes, you have a harbour. Forms a connection with the capital city over water if they're not already connected by land. Sea trade routes originate from city, blah, blah, blah. So, you have a harbour. And you have a harbour. But you don't have a connection. Okay, maybe that's something that's changed then. Because the way it used to work is, obviously my capital isn't coastal, but my Orleans is coastal and has a city connection via road. So we should technically have... I wonder if it's because we haven't actually scouted out the entirety of the edge of the map yet. I bet that is what is causing it. I'm almost willing to put money on that. We're going to need to build a caravel or something. Seems like a bit of a waste, but I think we're going to have to do that. Let's go ahead now and work on Oxford University. That's going to take 6 turns. I completely didn't think that that would be the issue, but yeah, apparently it is going to be. Oh well, it won't hurt to uncover a bit of the coast. No, we still don't want open borders with you. We definitely don't want to be having to fight against Kaisel while we're dealing with him, so... No longer an ally of Genoa, that's fine. We can actually create a great work now. So let's go ahead and do that.
The most precious thing in life.
And where has that gone into? The great work of writing has gone into Lyon. I believe Oxford University actually gives us a couple of slots for great works of writing as well. But it isn't a world wonder, it's a national wonder, so we don't get the double theming bonus from it, which is a little bit of a pain. Vladivostok, that is a troll city right there, Russia. I mean, we can always cut through Kaisel, but yeah, that troll city is troll. Not entirely happy about that. Yeah, Russia might end up getting quite blobby as well. I wonder if we could get Russia to go to war with Japan. Or even get Russia to go to war with Ethiopia. If we can get Russia to go to war with Ethiopia and soften them up, I might even be able to run in and just ninja the capital off them. Would you possibly be willing to go to war with Ethiopia? Declare war on Haile Selassie. She would do it.
если я предложу.
She's quite a distance away, though. But she would do it. She'd have to do it by sea, because she isn't really easily going to be able to get to him. So as useful as that could be, can we actually get her to declare war on Japan, just to keep her busy? Would you declare war on... Oh, no, you can't. You're already at war. You're already at war, but you're just not doing a very good job of it. Fine. Okay, this was going to be a trading post, so let's go and do that. On to the next turn. And then we should probably think about finishing this video up, because we are over the 20-minute mark. But we'll just let things finish up. See if anything interesting happens. Cabal desires spices. I don't think we're going to be getting those anytime soon. And nothing to report. So, we are getting there. It's just a case of trying to make sure we're friendly with Kaisel, and hopefully I'd like to have at least 3 artillery before I try and go up against Ethiopia. And then I think the only big problem we're going to have is Onondaga. The Iroquois. I mean, Russia is getting quite big, but we might still be able to beat them. We'll see how it goes. We are going to be picking on the top 3, but let's pick on the weakest one first and work our way up. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5 as France, and I'll see you on the next video. So, until then, goodbye for now.